Okay, this is my NBody project. So what I did was added planets, but then I looked up the STD draw features. So now I have an NBody project that will overlap over the background, and you can draw anything with this spaceship JPEG image. And basically, I looked up how to do the mouse cursor and retrieve the mouse coordinates of a job application using STD draw. And using those coordinates, I store that rocket ship that you see up here as a NBody Extreme class. So each rocket ship that you see is actually stored in an array list that I have, because the array that we learned so far are just fixed sizes, but I needed something that could accommodate. Yes, I'm recording. Yeah. So it has to accommodate for all of these different body extreme objects, which is just one image. And when you hold and drag the cursor, it will continuously create more to as long as the array list can hold. Although this is not optimized, because you can see the animation is growing slower, my laptop is growing hotter because I have so many objects stored in the array list, which uses lots of memory, as you learned in lecture 2. The main point is to show how I use the STD draw and research this myself to see how you can use button clicks, how you can detect a mouse click, and also how you can detect the position of the rocket. We go here again. You can see it gets faster, but as you get more, it gets slower. And when you hold it continuously, all it really is doing is I use the same exact T dt to continuously make sure that it simulates something as if it's reactive. It's not actually reactive because I'm setting a timer similar to the non-extra credit part, but the time span is so fast that even when you hold down the cursor, it should be able to see this delay. This is the maximum delay of the time dt that I did, and as you can see, it's the same exact up here. So yeah, that was the main port, was just making sure that we looked up the STD draw library and be able to detect whether we can have a mouse click and also detect the mouse coordinates. And then I did that with the spaceship here. Then finally ending, I wanted to draw something so you can make your own custom background, but still have the planets visible rather than completely overlapping. And by making these planets visible, yet having it cover the background in the same for loop, basically, where you have dt continuously, or you have time continuously countering up to dt all the way up to t, this t right here. We continuously draw the new animation, and I put this after we create the background image, but still the code is before we draw the planets, which allows us to overlap the background yet have the planets overlap the rocket image.